All right, what's up, guys? Now, last time we talked about intermittent fasting, someone wrote me and said, how do you begin intermittent fasting? The best way I would tell you, the way I did it, is just basically baby steps. Just take your day, push your breakfast a little further out, a couple hours, and then just see how you feel with it. See if you can do it a little longer where you get that full 16-hour window. That's what I'm doing, the 16-8. There are also different methods people don't talk about or may not know. It's not just a 16-8. There's the warrior diet. There's the Lean Gains diet is a 16-8. The warrior diet is a lot harder. That's actually just fasting for 20 hours a day and eating in a 4-hour time period. So you get all your macros in 4 hours. I think that's just like too much. There's also the eat, stop, eat method, which is basically 2 days a week, 24 hours, you just don't eat nothing. So 2 days a week could be Tuesday, Thursday, fast the whole day, 24 hours. So that's 48 hours of fasting per week. That one is, to me, kind of rigid. The next one is the alternate day fasting. That one is fasting every other day. Eating little calories, fasting every other day. So me personally, the Lean Gains has been awesome. I find that great. I find that fit my schedule. At first it was very hard. I want you to give it at least a month to see how it works for you. Give it a good month, and then after that, you actually know if this is the right one for you. But remember, a lot of people fast and they just aren't in a calorie deficit. If your goal with this is to lose weight, you're not going to do it unless you're in a calorie deficit. That's the only way to really lose weight. The other benefits you derive from intermittent fasting, such as growth hormone and things like that, is great. Testosterone raises, digestion's better. It's great, but if you're going to binge as soon as you get out of that window, what's the point? Because you're not going to see any results. So really know your macros, know your calorie intake. Find out things that work for you. Things that work for me may not work for you, vice versa. So test your body. Now, eating all day long, if you're not the kind to snack and graze all day long, that might work for you and that could be fine. I've done it. As long as you're in your macronutrient caloric intake and you're not exceeding that to a surplus, you're fine. You're actually going to be fine. But most guys, they snack, they snack late night, and I just want to say I think this is actually a diet schedule. It's not a diet. So your diet has to be on point. Those people that just think, I think all diets work somewhat because it's the first time you actually pay attention to what you're eating. So many people eat on automation and they don't really know what they're eating. They say, what'd you eat yesterday? They don't even remember. So actually pay attention. If you don't plan, you'll plan to fail. So find yourself, looking at this thing a whole differently. This is your physique, your body, your health, your temple. Make it work for you. Intermittent fasting to me is just a schedule. It's not a magical thing. It's like people, I'm intermittent fasting, I'm gonna be so great in a couple of weeks. If you don't know your macronutrient ratio, your caloric intake, all this stuff, it's not gonna do that much for you, except you're gonna get ready. You're looking at that watch and you're like, it's time. But that's not gonna be good enough. You're gonna want to really do this thing for a month and see how it works. I do recommend the Lean Gains 16-8. So fasting for 16 hours, eating for 8. That has worked beautiful for me. And then if I go out in the night, you have more calories because you didn't eat those other meals, you pushed them, and then you just can play around with it a little easily. It's another way to do it, but you still want to eat healthy. Eating healthy is the best. You'll feel and look better. That's just a known fact. If you eat a lot of crap, you'll feel like it, but you want to eat healthy and feel healthy, okay? So getting started with intermittent fasting, to answer the question, is just baby steps. If you're the type that thinks, okay, if I don't eat, I'm gonna get lightheaded. And always check with your doctor. I mean, if you're the kind with a low blood sugar, all these little things people promote and tell you about may not be for you, but please check with your physician. But just push your breakfast just a little further, maybe 4 hours, 3 hours. You'll find yourself just getting busy. You'll find yourself drinking water to stay satiated, and you won't even miss it. It'll fly by to be like almost 1, 2 o'clock, and you'll be like ready for a meal. Give it a shot. I look forward to seeing you next time. We're gonna talk more about intermittent fasting and some other things you want to talk about, but I'm happy you stopped by, and thank you so much. See you in the gym.